Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of All About the Cars of Gran Turismo 7. In this video, we're going to learn all about the 2002 Nissan R34 GT-R V-spec 2 Newer. Now, there are three different ways that you can acquire this car on Gran Turismo 7, the first of which is here at the used car dealer for 401,300 credits, so it does have a bit of a hefty price tag. The second way that you can obtain this car is at Brand Central under the Nissan dealership, and we'll go there after we're done here at the used car dealer, and I'll show you how much it is to purchase it there. And the third way is during menu book number 35 at the cafe. If you place third place or higher in the Nissan GT-R Cup race at the Tokyo Expressway, you will unlock this car for free and it will be delivered to your garage. Alright, so if you aren't familiar with the used car dealer here on Gran Turismo 7, it rotates cars in and out of the dealership every day, so this car may or may not be available for you to purchase at the time that you watch this video, but it will eventually rotate back into being available for purchase again in the future. And that's only for if you want to buy this car at the used car dealer, but there are, as I mentioned, two other ways to obtain it. So I'm going to click on this car, and we'll start by going over some of its specs. First, this car comes stock with 532.69 performance points. The drivetrain is four-wheel drive, so the engine in this particular car is situated at the front of the vehicle, and the engine provides power to all four wheels. The stock power is 336 horsepower at 7,500 RPM. The weight is just over 3,400 pounds, and the engine is turbo aspirated. Now we're going to click on Learn More and see what Andy has to say about this car. This final limited edition R34 GT-R went by the name V-spec 2 Newer. As you probably guessed, its moniker refers to the Nürburgring track where the car was developed. The engine's internal components were further refined and calibrated specifically for this model. Only 1,000 of these beauties were constructed in the R34's final production year. So that's everything we can learn about this car from the used car dealer. We're going to back out to the main menu now and go to Brand Central. And from here, we're going to go to Asia Pacific, to Japan, and to the Nissan dealer, where this car will be available for purchase in the showroom. And here it is. And as you can see, it is a slightly higher price tag here at Brand Central at 450,000 credits. That's up from about, I think it was 403,000 or something like that at the used car dealer. So almost 50,000 credits more here at Brand Central. We've already gone over all of the specs, but one of the cool things about buying it from Brand Central is that you get to choose your color. So this car comes with 6 different colors. You can choose one of these 6 colors to paint the car, and then back out to the previous menu and click on Purchase to get the car in that color. We're going to click on Learn More and see what Martin has to say about this car. The V-spec 2 Newer was the last version of the Skyline GT-R R34 that Nissan produced. It featured an improved L6 twin-turbo RB26 DETT engine that delivered better responsiveness and torque. This ultra-rare model had an extremely limited production run. This means that it's already a collector's item, so be sure to put one in your garage. That's everything we can learn from Brand Central, so we're going to back out to the main menu now, and we're going to go to the garage where I'll get into this car, and we'll learn some more. Alright, I'm going to click on Change Car. We'll come down to N for Nissan. And now we just have to find it, and here it is. Alright, I'm going to click on this car, we'll listen to the startup sound, and then we'll learn some more. Alright, we're going to click on Car Collection now, go to this vehicle, and we'll learn some more by reading this short description. A limited edition model signifying the end of production, the Newer stands for Nürburgring, where the car was developed. The much-anticipated R34 was unveiled in January of 1999, armed with a total new approach to styling and technology. The new GTR was a bit smaller than its predecessor with a slightly shortened overall length and wheelbase. The new chassis, whose structural rigidity was increased dramatically, made for a car more adept through tight corners. The R34's exterior styling was based on form over function, with all the elements designed to help the car's aerodynamics, including providing massive amounts of downforce at speed. For the engine, the RB26 DETT saw significant improvements, including the refinement of the ceramic turbocharger that generated less friction. The 2.6-liter inline-six was more efficient than before and produced more torque, rated at 289.3 foot-pound of torque. Horsepower remained level at 276.1 horsepower, the maximum allowed for JDM cars at the time. The Atessa ETS all-wheel drive system efficiently managed torque between the four wheels. The R34's steering system was also tweaked to exhibit more sharpness. The high-performance V-spec model featured an active LSD or limited slip differential. The V-spec 2, introduced in October of 2002, got a carbon fiber hood with NACA ducts. A better riding version of the GTR arrived in May of 2001 in the form of the M-spec. As a final hurrah for the R34, in January of 2002, Nissan unveiled the most potent GTR ever, the Nür, whose name was derived from the famous Nürburgring race course in Germany. So lots of great information about this car from Gran Turismo's description. We're going to back out to the main menu once again and go to the cafe where we'll see if anybody is here to talk to us about this car. And we have two people here. That's Jeremy and Kagarazaka. We're going to start with Jeremy. The 5th generation Skyline GTR went by the codename R34. The man responsible for its development was Kozo Watanabe. A graduate of Tokyo University, Watanabe earned a degree in automotive engineering. The R34 was his follow-up to the R33. A longtime admirer of race car development, Watanabe wanted to go to Britain to develop Formula One cars. But fate intervened and he began working for Nissan, which was then racing the R380 and the R381. When Watanabe was tasked with developing the R33 Skyline GTR, he swore he'd build a car that would exceed the speed of the R32. It turned out he kept his word. On a test run, the R33 set a lap time of 7 minutes and 59 seconds at the Nürburgring. This time was 21 seconds faster than the fastest lap set by the R32. The R33 then led to the R34, which carried on the spirit of its predecessor. Now we'll see what Kagarazaka has to say about this car. This car brings back the spirit of the original Skyline GTR. When you compare this car to the R33, the overall design has become compact and solid. Looking at the abruptly cut-off front end, you get a sense of a modernized version of the C10 Hakasuka. The side glass graphics at the C-pillar are also reminiscent of the C10. You can say that the different front and rear over fenders are those from the Hakasuka too. And while the enlarged round tail lights are an homage to the C110 dubbed the Kenmeri, this car is characterized by an uncommon Japanese design that's simple and powerful. It's undeniable that the Nissan designers wanted to express the story of the Skyline GTR through this car. After all, the growth of a brand stems from love. So that's everything we can learn about this car from Gran Turismo 7, but we are going to make one last stop at the tuning shop, where I'll show you everything that can be done to improve this car's performance and power. Now, as you can see, I have done some extensive work on this car. The performance points are over 750, but I will still show you everything that's available for purchase to be added to it. Under the sports category, everything here is available for purchase. Under Club Sports, with the exception of high compression pistons, everything else is available for purchase and can be added to this car. Under Semi-Racing, you cannot add a supercharger, but everything else is available and fair game. And under Racing, with the exception of the high-end torque supercharger and the active LSD controller, everything else on this page is available for purchase and can be added to this Nissan R34 GTR, including the 4th stage of weight reduction and the torque vectoring center differential, which are both items that are reserved for a very specific group of cars on this game. Not all cars use those two upgrades, so this is pretty unique in that respect. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this car from Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you to determine whether or not you'd like to add this car to your collection. Stay tuned for more videos highlighting all of the cars of Gran Turismo 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.